learners. We are starting a new unit on poverty and homelessness. The first objective for today is to identify causes of oppression against the homeless, and we're going to do that through an activity called Shelter Seekers. When you click on the Shelter Seekers link, you're going to be given a list of 24 people who are seeking shelter. You're in the role of a homeless shelter administrator, but you only have 13 beds, so you need to decide who's going to get a bed and who won't. Just to impress upon you that this is a real scenario that happens every day in our own backyard, these are the numbers from Project Hope from 2013 to 2017. These are the numbers of people seeking shelter that they had to turn away. Notice that number was as high as 1,800 as recently as 2015. So the scenario you're doing does happen. It happens in our own backyard. What I want to know from you is, what criteria did you use to admit people to your shelter? What criteria did you use to turn people away? And after reading those different situations, how is it that the homeless are oppressed or treated unfairly today? Look forward to seeing your responses. Good luck. Welcome back, remote learners. The second objective for today is to identify roles that citizens can play to address community needs. Specifically, we're talking about levels of civic engagement and what types of citizens are needed to end poverty and homelessness in our community. First term I'm going to give you is that of the personally responsible citizen. A personally responsible citizen is a citizen who obeys the laws, who votes, who pays their taxes, and maybe makes a donation. So for example, if we're addressing this issue of poverty and homelessness, you might make a donation to the Power Pack program or to the Perry Center, maybe giving a few dollars or a few cans. The participatory citizen says citizenship involves active participation in community organizations. So rather than just making a monetary donation or donating a few cans, you might actually organize a food drive. This is a one and done commitment. This is more of a sustained commitment to address the problem. And the third type of citizenship is justice-oriented citizenship, which involves the responsibility to question or change unjust systems. So the justice-oriented citizen would explore why problems exist and act to solve root causes. In other words, ask, why do we have poverty and homelessness in our community, and what can we do to stop it? Now, different types of situations might call for different types of responses from citizens. No doubt there's times when we want personally responsible citizens, but notice there's some flaws with that. To an extreme, personally responsible citizenship overemphasizes compliance and therefore suggests docility over democracy. They say that dictators, like the people that are leading countries like North Korea and Syria, love personally responsible citizens because they kind of go with the flow. They do what they're told. And certainly there's a time and a place for personally responsible citizenship, but not always in those situations. As far as flaws with participatory citizenship, people say that it may distract attention from root causes. Notice I have the picture of the donut here. We do a lot of food drives around the holidays in Perry. Sometimes we have a donut incentive for the classes that are the leaders in the food drive. Notice the danger in that. People give to the food drive because they want the donuts, but they don't necessarily understand why people are hungry in their community in the first place. So it was really an opportunity lost to educate the community about the causes of poverty in our community and hunger in our community. And instead, people just gave as much cans as they could so that they could get a donut. So this might make you feel good, but it doesn't necessarily address the root cause of the problem. And then as far as flaws of the justice-oriented citizen, when done to an extreme, it could hinder the ability to participate in civic affairs. So here we have a picture of a violent protesters who seems to be slinging some rocks or something, perhaps at the police. Justice-oriented citizenship to the extreme level could result in anarchy, which makes it hard for any systemic change to take place. That's the new stuff for today. Looking forward to seeing you guys back here on Wednesday when we talk about the causes of poverty and homelessness.